We have been reacting to Ken Domik as a community for more than 3 years now, and as we do so, we have evolved a few of our own special items. One of those is the foghorn, which is meant to indicate blubber. With this, Ken Domik is giving us more foghorns in one episode than ever before, and probably never will again. Ken is already very heavy, and in addition to the way he appears at this moment, he also is going to install a harness to hold one of his cameras to shoot his footage, and that makes his gut even more prominent. So, we are going to do something which we probably will never do again. It's going to be special. And because it is special, I'm not going to give you all the previews of all the foghorns before we get started, because then you're not going to watch it. However, I will give you one preview, which is Ken Domik lusting after booze, which is... he has to do that pretty much all the time, so you can have that.
Well, they even have like an outdoor bar or something here. And I guess sometimes they have it open. Probably on the weekends. Let me know if you've had a beer here.
Drink, 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 donate. E-beggar. Drink, booze hound. Drink, 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 donate. E-beggar. Drink, booze hound. Drink, 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 donate. E-beggar. Drink, happy birthday, booze hound. Hack. E-beggar.
I'm going to ride this YouTube gravy train until the wheels fall off.
Donate. E-beggar. Donate. E-beggar. Donate. E-beggar.
Gravy train.
I'm not Muslim. I'm just a
food channel that's running out of ideas.
In the meantime, let's watch some TikTok. On my TikTok.
white Canadian.
On my TikTok. I'm white. On my TikTok.
White Canadian.
On my TikTok. I'm white.
I'm not Muslim. I'm just a white Canadian
White guy.
Hitler flap.
Thank you very much. White guy. Because I'm white.
So the Japanese are horrible people. If I had a gun and you were right in front of me, I'd put the gun to your face.
I'm going to ride this YouTube gravy train until the wheels fall off. I think I've stalled.
If I had a gun and you were right in front of me, I'd put the gun to your face.
Bitch. I did the uncut raw videos.
Whether we win or lose, we drink booze. A British peanut.
I have zero knowledge. I'm very uneducated. Is this your full-time job? Yes.
This is a business.
Topper's Pizza.
This is a business.
Topper's Pizza. That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit.
Do you enjoy doing food reviews as much, or are you bored? I'm bored!
I only promote things that I like. The Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, Jackery, my Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery, the Jackery's working its butt off. Blue Eddie, this thing is absolutely amazing. Call me a sellout. Screw off. Tangy. Tangy. Tangy.
Tangy, 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 tangy.
Tangy. I'm insane. Double. Hi, can I get a medium Pepsi, please?
Sorry?
Medium Pepsi.
There's a sign here saying turtles.
Oh,
Yep, yeah.
oh, this is my car.
We're gonna do it. Here we go. Ready?
Oh no. It's totally messy, but the idea is you keep it in the wrapper.
I know. I want people to see it.
Well, he wanted to eat this in the car. So I think we could have. No. It would have rocked my car. I'm not Muslim. I'm just a white Canadian Hitler flap.
See what I mean?
Hitler flap.
Thank you very much. Because I'm white.
The Chinese are horrible, so the Japanese are horrible people.
Fuck. Shit.
Beautiful looking lunch.
You are good at describing food.
You really got to stop that. You really need to stop that. How else to fix this? You really got to stop that. You really need to stop that. This is the dumpster that your mom and I found you in. Your real name was going to be called Waste Management. Yeah, I made more fucking money than you ever did. Big long day ahead of us. Just gonna put that there for a second. Get this vehicle started. I'm trying to hold the camera, but I'm shaking so much. Jeez. Hello.
Table for two, near the front. We got a grandpa and a rough-looking dude that he picked up on the highway. Better watch him so they don't walk out with any of the silverware.
Yes, please.
Ken doesn't actually show you what he's drinking. He shows you the cup. We know what that is.
Double. Oh, nice and strong.
It's very dense.
It is very dense, and so are you if you expect that we cannot tell the comments that you are uttering are fake, given to you by Ken.
I got a cargo e-bike. Before I take it out of the van, I'm going to show you my unboxing. Are you guys ready? Here it is.
It is already bad enough that Ken shoots mountains of footage, speeds it up, and adds Ken Domik music service, to which he then says, "Gold content! Please support me on Patreon, because I'm barely getting by." Now, he does unboxings of boring products.
We're going to hit the trails along the waterfront. There we go. I'm not using the throttle at all. I'm just using pedal and pedal assist 2 on gear 2. Maybe I should go back to gear 1. That'll be better. I just see a ramp. Now, if you're a child, don't fucking watch this. Good morning, Cracker Barrel.
And good luck to you, Ken, trying to sell it that you and Carol were actually in that van.
Nice sunny day. It's minus 7 degrees Celsius outside. It's 0 degrees in here.
And it was very warm and cozy at the hotel room at which you really stayed, because no way, after Carol eating that wet mess of a hot dog and you eating that cheesy pile of crap, the two of you are going to stay in that used Sprinter doing giant sloppy dumps in a plastic clamshell. That didn't happen, and you didn't stay there. You stayed at the hotel, not this silly Sprinter.
It's supposed to be 11 today. I don't know. It's not looking good. I've been watching this. Oh, wow. Look at that sun. The windows are all frosted up. Oh, my goodness.
Sell it, Ken. Oh, my goodness. Things are totally out of control. As if we believe you after you faked that a tornado went through your neighborhood a little while back, and yeah, you kind of blew all your credibility. There was a tornado in Barrie, and you, Shaq, and the Elf Village pretended that the tornado actually touched down in your neighborhood, just so you could put yourself in the center of attention. And people, we got a tornado here. It didn't go there. So you applied the same formula to this little gizmic, little piece of drama.
Thanks once again, Cracker Barrel, for letting us hang out at your amazing restaurant parking lot.
Here's a newsflash. Ken Domik often doesn't tell the full truth on his channel. And just because Ken Domik says, "Oh, thanks, Cracker Barrel," fake laugh, fake laugh, for letting us stay here, that doesn't mean that it actually happened.
We'll be buying definitely more bread before we go home. But gotta Big long day ahead of us. Just gonna put that there for a second. Get this vehicle started. I'm trying to hold the camera, but I'm shaking so much. Jeez. Heater on all the way. That on all the way. Let's go to there. Wow. Ugh. Just bought 4 loaves of sourdough bread, just to thank them for letting us stay in their parking lot. Our family loves their sourdough bread, so we always bring sourdough bread back whenever we dip into the States, because it gets eaten up by the whole family. And I think we're going to be dropping this off to Ben on the way home.
My first move was going to be to add the laugh track right there, like as if he's going to be delivering that bread to Ben. When it was more than a year ago now that Ken was begging Ben on his channel and offering him money to be on the channel, and the year has come and gone, and Ben was never on the channel. So it would have been pretty good just to add the laugh track, yet Ken cited the whole family. And then when you got 2 kids, you don't mention just one. So he says the whole family, mentions Ben, he doesn't mention Eli. And I don't believe that, the Domiks are all sitting down and eat this stupid bread. And buying more of it doesn't prove that he was actually in the parking lot. It's just, he doesn't mention Eli. It's strange. They don't mention either one of them. It's just something weird is going on.
Brantford. Is it warm in here yet? All right. Windows are all clear. It's nice and warm in here. Good heat. I've got the Taste of Belgium all punched in, and we're headed downtown Cincinnati to have breakfast. Taste of Belgium. There it is. Now I just gotta park this rig somewhere. Still close. $2.75 an hour, 2 hours max. 2-hour parking, $5. 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
This here is an excuse for a joke that Ken has done before, and he's about to do it again, which is he is going to encounter a fork. And so Ken utters, "May the fork be with you." That is such grandpa humor.
May the fork be with you. Well, this place is cool. Hello.
Table for 2, near the front. We got a grandpa and a rough-looking dude that he picked up on the highway. Better watch them so they don't walk out with any of the silverware.
Yes, please. This place is neat. We got bistro breakfast, signature brunch, waffle egg Benedict. I think that's what I'm gonna do. The McWaffle. Farm egg omelets, shareables, salads, classic mains, chicken and waffles for breakfast.
Can I grab something to drink?
Coffee for me, black, please. Thank you. Oh, my coffee is here. That looks wonderful. That'll wake me up.
Ken doesn't actually show you what he's drinking. He shows you the cup. We know what that is.
Double.
Oh, nice and strong.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, look at yours, eh? Yeah. Oh, man. I almost wanted to order that now. But mine looks pretty good, too. They don't poach eggs here. They only do Sunnyside, but it smells fantastic. And they gave me plenty of hollandaise sauce. Look at that. Oh, it's nice. I like when it's folded like.
Check Carol. We know that she's not a performer and she doesn't want to be one, so while Ken is babbling and babbling just to create his weak content, she ignores him. and is not engaged in conversation with him. She's just going to eat her food, and Ken happens to be running the camera while she does it. And we do get a little bit of Carol action coming up, so get ready.
Like that. And Carol's now going to try the waffle, because that's what people come here for mainly, is the waffle. And there's supposed to be something in the waffle? Okay. Can you like hold tip it? Can you like hold tip it sideways to see if there's something inside? Can you like hold tip it sideways to see if there's something inside? Can you like hold tip it sideways to see if there's something inside?
Did you notice how Carol grunts a little bit when Ken is asking her stupid questions that he and she both know he doesn't care about, and he's just like pretending to be a food channel, and you know, it's all horse shit. It's just, that's why she doesn't care.
Can you like hold tip it sideways to see if there's something inside?
It's a little different than a regular light fluffy waffle. It's very dense.
It is very dense, and so are you if you expect that we cannot tell the comments that you are uttering are fake, given to you by Ken, because the earlier portion shows Ken with his stupid patter, and you're like, sorry. And now, like, we are expected to accept that you're taking an interest in this. And by the way, they're having breakfast, and, you know, Ken doesn't eat breakfast, right?
I can taste the little bits of sugar.
Crunchiness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's good.
All I can smell right now is arugula.
Yeah.
It's like walking up into my nose.
Yeah.
This is, again, the first time I've ever had a waffle egg benedict.
Check the edit that's coming up. Ken gets a little bit messy, and he removes it. So he started editing Carol's mess out of the footage, and now he started doing it to himself, which just makes his material even more boring.
With arugula on it, especially. Let's see if we can I'm trying to get everything in one bite. So different than anything I've ever had before. The hollandaise sauce is nice and buttery, and then the arugula kind of takes over, and then you get this sweet waffle flavors, and of course the egg, and then the arugula is pretty strong. I'm not sure how many people out there eat arugula, but when you can't have it in this configuration, and there's a nice slice of ham on there, it's very, very nice.
Our Ken is about to get messy again, and he removes it again.
I think they do their hollandaise sauce in-house because I can taste the lemon.
Sure, Ken. You can taste the lemon. Thanks. Let's get these two turtles to the e-bikes so the fun can start.
Are you guys ready? Here it is. The Garutan M81, and it is a
really shitty Chinese-made e-bike, which is of the class of rubbish that you could find by going to Alibaba.com and punching an e-bike, and you could start there. Until Honda or Sony produces an electric bike for the North American market, this is all just trash, and it really fits Ken's channel that he's getting ongoing e-bikes to promote him, and it's always going to be unsatisfying to have these two turtles go through the motions with this garbage. And this time, he's got a weird harness on, which is going to give us the most foghorns ever.
I got a cargo e-bike before I take it out of the van. I'm going to show you my unboxing. Are you guys ready? Here it is.
It is already bad enough that Ken shoots mountains of footage, speeds it up, and adds Ken Domik music service, to which he then says, "Gold content! Please support me on Patreon because I'm barely getting by." Now he does unboxings of boring products.
Welcome back. Hope you guys like that. Hydraulic brakes. Try to squeeze this on here. Got the quick release. I want to make sure it's super tight. There we go. So over here we got a horn. We've got lights. You can turn them on or off. And over here is your adjustments. Over here, you can put a basket on the front.
They allow you to do that? So you can just add a basket? That is crazy, Ken. It will come in handy too, because when it falls apart and you're trying to deal with customer service for a shoddy product that has no big name or history behind it, adding the basket and planting flowers in it while you leave it in the backyard will be a good idea. I don't know, I guess you could just glue and tape anything you want. You can just add more stuff to it.
If you want to add more stuff on, way over here, we've got the 48.
Check how Ken wants to give it a few good slaps to show you how sturdy it is and maybe make a sale, while at the same time, he's afraid to do it. And he does it very gingerly because he knows it's garbage and he's probably going to increase the chances he's going to knock something loose before he gets to use it.
8-volt, 20-amp battery. So that is going to get us some miles and kilometers on for sure. We got the leather seat, handlebar grips. We've got turn signals. Isn't that cool?
Cool. That is more like something essential, and given that it's a piece of junk, it's just gonna fall apart. Like I explained before, what people are spending on these stupid pieces of junk is almost what you could spend and get a brand new Honda Navi scooter for like $3,000 Canadian and have something that's actually worth something and holds its value.
And this is our pedal assist up and down. Here's our computer. We wanted to do this in front of you guys. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh.
We are so glad that amuses you, Grandpa. The bike is still a piece of garbage.
Isn't that the best feeling in the world? And we got one here too. It's 1 degree here in Cincinnati. So it is cold, 1 degree Celsius. So we have 7 pedal gears, and I believe 5 to 7 pedal assist.
There's the on and off.
It took us a while to find that. We wanted to make sure the battery is fully charged. So right here, we have to press this button to turn it on. Press and hold, boom, computer is on. So when Ad Motor reached out to us and wanted to work with us, we love this bike.
We all know that Ken doesn't love this bike because we know his history and he's never put e-bikes on the channel before the sponsored gigs. He's never been on a motorcycle for his channel. Back in the day when he was slimmer, he would be on his bicycle quite a bit. And all you gotta do is, there he is with his volleyball gut, and you don't get that way if you're intermittent fasting and on a bike all the time. So, anyway, he does this with food all the time. He says this is definitely one of the best. And he's going to do that with this e-bike, and it's funnier if I tell you in advance. He's going to say, on their website, out of all the bikes, this is one of our favorites. He's such a wimp.
Out of all the bikes on their website, this is one of our favorite looking bikes, and we went with this like military green. The only things that it didn't have was this back seat and foot peg.
Expect our Ken to do even more of these e-bike gigs because there are so many manufacturers from China producing these pieces of garbage, and Ken has set himself up as the guy to go to, who's gonna, get you a lot of customers. And his laziness in this, because it's just hack work, is so apparent, and it makes it funnier. What did he just say? Foot pegs? Those are not pegs. Ken's probably never been on a real motorcycle in his life. Those are not pegs. Those are footrests. A peg is a peg. We sometimes do jokes about pegging around here when it comes to JP and Julia. So anyway, those are not foot pegs. Those are footrests. And they are made out of, bottom of the barrel Chinese pot metal. And they have the strength of chocolate. If you stand up on those, they're going to fold like chocolate. Forget it. It's such garbage. And he doesn't even know what he's talking about either.
So they sent a left and right foot peg. There's one on that side, one on this side, and then the seat. We're not sure how comfortable the seat is going to be. It's only on with Velcro.
That is hilarious. And hey, if Ken wants to keep reaching out to these tons of e-bike companies, telling them that he's this major influencer with almost 600,000 subscribers, and doesn't mention that he only gets about 200 attendees for a live stream, they're going to keep doing business with him, and they're going to send him the e-bikes, and he's going to do what he does. Then he's just going to move on with a couple of extra $1,000 in his pocket. And while he makes the content, so be it. The seat is on with Velcro. Thanks, Ken. You know, that you gave us that joke.
We wish there was like a I don't know, some type of a tab that you can actually tighten it on, but it's like one of those ones where it's just like two pieces of Velcro. You got to wrap it around, and it's really hard to get it nice and tight. So it's kind of loose. So we're going to try Carol driving and me driving. The other thing too, if you come back here, if they had put maybe very large yellow lights for your turn signals, because I think if I press this one,
Yeah.
so a car seeing that in the daytime probably be not very good. Maybe nighttime it would do it. So it's showing me that my turn signal is on. So that was my left. So my right signal is on. Whoops.
There's the horn.
And there's the horn. So the horn kind of sounds like a truck backing up. And I don't think people are going to pay attention to that when you're on a bike. So we'll probably buy a bell. And if we find a bike shop around, we'll see if they have a better seat. Because we kind of want, it'd be nice to have like about that much of a seat when you're sitting on the back. You guys ready?
Our Ken is just about to install that fancy camera on a stick to the heavy harness on his torso, which is going to make his gut stick out a lot more than what it already does. So please, Ken, do that, and then let's get the funny material happening.
We're going to do a quick little sample ride by myself. This is the twist throttle. We got our brakes, disc, and hydraulics. So let's give this a shot, see how it goes. And pedal. There we go. We were in gear 7. There we go. So the problem was it was stuck in gear 7 to start. I'm like, this is really hard to pedal. What's going on? But now it's much easier to pedal. Also, the seat is way too low. So we're gonna go back to Carol. We're gonna hit the trails along the waterfront. There we go. I'm not using the throttle at all. I'm just using pedal and pedal assist 2 on gear 2. Maybe I should go back to gear 1. That'll be better. I just see a ramp. There's a ramp up the back of that truck. Let's see if we can make the cab. Big bump. Oh, that's much better, no? Not on the back end. There's okay. So there's no shocks in the back. So there's just the forks shock. So whoever rides in the back, that's why we want to get maybe a bigger, cushier seat. Because after today, we'll find out whether or not it's going to be a comfy ride or a non-comfy ride. So I really want to go across this bridge. It is an absolutely beautiful bridge. Look at that, eh? 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 So far, pedaling 2 people on this bike, it's pretty easy. I'm not almost zero effort. Definitely feels like I'm just cycling on a level ground by myself. That's how it feels. The Canadian geese are squawking away. That's a beautiful bridge. Beautiful.
Listen to the unholy noise that the cars are making as they go over the bridge, and the horrible footage that Ken is shooting at the same time. He's only getting started.
I think Carol wants to take a picture. So right now I'm just using the throttle and we're going uphill to the center of this bridge, and this bike is having zero problems. We're in gear 1, pedal assist 1, and we're just throttling nice and slow. Watch out for pedestrians. I haven't tried them yet. Just kidding. We're doing about 13 miles per hour. It's not bad. It's taken a little get used to the fat tires and this frame for turning like that. And again, 2 people on this bike. What I've noticed so far when you have 2 people on, like I just stopped the bike for a second, trying to start pedaling isn't as easy as just using the throttle to get the bike going. And once the bike's going, then you can start pedaling. So use the throttle.
Do you know what else you can do? Carry a glorified selfie stick in one of your hands while you're trying to pilot this e-bike with somebody else on it in the back, and while you're in the middle of traffic on a bridge.
Just to get the bike going, and then if you want to start pedaling. Big bump, sorry. So I guess the only feedback from the back seat would be no suspension. The brakes are working very nicely. There's a big circle here. 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 That's kind of fun.
Where the heck is everybody?
Wouldn't want to be biking around here at nighttime. Go over these stairs. Cincinnati, you got a beautiful city.
And everybody there is hiding from Ken because they knew he was coming.
Beautiful. gonna stop for Carol to take a picture.
Baloney, Ken. Carol looks very uncomfortable back there, and how could she not be? It's a piece of garbage, and the seat is garbage. She wants to give her ass a break.
I think she's gonna like that one. From a standstill, throttling 2 people up the hill. Not bad.
Now things are about to get really bad. We have Ken with his volleyball gut squashed even more with that weird harness. We've got Carol on the back, miserable with no suspension on a lousy seat. We've got the terrible music which doesn't fit. And we have Ken using his fancy 360-degree camera, and he's going to be doing weird things with it. And just as we're starting with this, there's the howl of the cars over the bridge, and it's just terrible. You know, what he's put together here is just so bad, which does not help sell the e-bike. And, you know, these e-bike companies from China are so numerous and so clueless as to how to approach the American market that they don't know what they're doing, and Ken doesn't give a fuck. It's just so horrible, and it's just the footage itself is laughable, and then we're just gonna add a little bit to it as it goes. It's just terrible. So just noticed something, and I'm gonna fix it here. And for the peanuts that I make with these reactions, I'm not going to go backwards and, you know, and change where I said that he's got the fancy camera in the harness. He still has a harness, and it's for a camera. It's just that he never gave us a good shot of him installing everything. So when he grabbed the fancy camera on the stick and moved it towards himself, I thought he was attaching that to his harness. Thing is, now we can tell with the shadow that he has his normal action camera that he uses for chicken sandwich footage on the harness. And he has the fancy 360-degree camera on a stick in his left hand. So he's driving the e-bike unsafe for himself, for Carol, and for any passers-by, because there's too much to do. And so the normal camera is in the harness, and he's operating the other one unsafe to himself and others by holding it in his left hand. So we got that done. Do you remember a little while back when Larry the Canadian Stud Muffin made us some parodies of Ken, and he warped the footage? And now it feels like Ken is overdoing it so much that he's now following those parodies that Larry made. I wish we had Larry here to comment right now. What is this garbage? The action camera that Ken uses for his chicken sandwich footage is already got a bit of a warp on it, and his 360-degree camera that he's got in his left hand has got even more. And so this is just something that he's shooting as he's going off to the side, where he's not even shooting himself, Carol, and the bike. And so you get the even more enhanced effect of him just aiming this at, you know, a car park, a sidewalk. Who can tell what it is? It's it's just like, I just want to stop it here. It's like, this is just worthless footage.
Hi there, Larry Graves here. Good old memories of a few years back when I was choking on marshmallows and Ken was laughing. Ken is so bad now that his self-parodies are like the parodies I did for this channel a few months ago. You can't tell the difference. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, Canadian Stud Muffin. I do rock music vlogs, I do comedy, I do some food reviews, I do videos with my very, very sexy girlfriend Molly, and much more, so check it out. Thanks. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. That's hard to say, regularly.
At this point, I'd like to say, poor Carol. However, I can't, because she isn't poor. She's got millions of dollars in the bank, and she's stuck with Ken, so she has to put up with his ridiculous channel that he doesn't care about, and he just uses it as a way to make money, because this is a business to him. It's not about being creative. And, well, that's just, we know that about Ken. The thing is, like, he doesn't care about this e-bike. The e-bike company doesn't care about him. It's two losers finding each other and making content that is this bad. Carol has got her head down. She's not even touching Ken. She's just waiting for this to be over. She's dressed up like E.T., and the footage is terrible. And let's just push through the rest. Our Ken should not be allowed to purchase this gear because the technology is so good, then the material he makes with it is so bad. So he's got the fancy camera on a stick, and the footage is garbage. However, the tire says Kenda. And he put it together and shot footage of himself doing the unboxing, and he didn't even mention it. I mean, that's how lazy he is for his own channel. Say, hey, look, the tire is named after me. And the camera picked it up, too. So it's just a waste of great technology, and Ken just doesn't even pay attention to his own shit. There was one other thing. Oh yeah, this. That is where the footage with the e-bike should end. Enough already. It was already way too much, and it was horrible and stupid, so that should be it. Ken is going to do more. and they're on their way to some place. They're gonna eat like the worst, most unhealthy food, and then they're gonna wrap it up. So let's take the e-bike, go get some bad food with Ken. Yeah, the guy who says he doesn't eat breakfast. He eats breakfast all the time. He's intermittent fasting, he says, and he eats all throughout the day, all the time. Let's go do more of that, and then we're done.
Made it back to the van.
There is a lot going on here. Ken is at his fattest now that he's ever been, and it seems that the harness squashed his gut into place, and it's still sticking out even though the harness is off. And Carol, while Ken is explaining what they're about to do next, she's like, let's just get this over with. I mean, she's not standing next to him and go, oh boy, we're going to be on the e-bike again. He's saying, well, we're going to take the e-bike and we're going to go get some food. And she's like, whatever, let's get this over with.
And so we could feed the meter, put another 2 hours worth of time in it. Now we're going to head up to Findlay Market and grab some lunch, and you guys can come with us. And we're going to be going through the city. It's going to be awesome.
Have you ever dreamed about making yourself look stupid and weird and having an uncomfortable time while doing it? Well, if you're willing to spend about a couple $1,000s to do so, then you can get this pathetic e-bike. It's just like there's not much regulation on these things. I guess cities like them because it means lower emissions. Yet we know that all of the chemical muck that has to be produced to get these things on the road to begin with, you're much better off with a proper Honda scooter that is well maintained than these dumb things. And there's just so many different brands, and if you want to look like a jackass, yeah, there you go. Why would this be attractive to anybody for purchase? Anyway, go get your lousy food. Check out how clumsy the next 7 edits are. There is no art in anything that Ken does.
Made it to Findlay Market, and we're going to check it out and see what it has to offer for food. So this whole street is just 100% dedicated to Findlay Market, and I'm sure on a really nice day all these roll-up doors would be open. On a Saturday I can totally see this place being packed, wall-to-wall people, beautiful colors of the buildings, nice bike. I'm gonna eat a bunch of stuff, man. I'm gonna eat it. Oh, it smells like curry as soon as you walk in here. Woo. Farmer's Fresh Market. So they have the outer doors, and it looks like they have an inner door, an inner pathway.
The Domiks are a drag everywhere they go. By the way, join the channel. $1.99 a month. That's what it started at. That's what you keep it at. That's the lowest channel membership price you can get. So join it. What are you going to do with $1.99 a month? Give it to me. And help us with the algorithm too.
Well, this reminds me of, where were we? San Francisco. San Francisco had the same similar thing. I bet they're everywhere. Oh yeah, right. Taste of Belgium. He told us they had one of these. And they sell pizza, apparently. Very cool. Oh, chocolate chip cookies. Homemade. That looks good.
Hey guys.
All right, how you doing?
Good.
We'll take one.
Cool. Pick out whichever one looks good to you.
Well, this is all the waffle stuff. Yeah. Found the pierogi place. So we're doing 4 away. There it is. Fantastic. Thank you very much. We'll enjoy. We got our pierogies. We got our dessert. I was going to look to see if there's anything else we're going to grab. We got fresh fish.
Note how random his material is. It doesn't matter where he goes. It's just, oh, we just loaded up with a bunch of sweet pastries. What else should we get? Oh, fresh fish? It just because the camera is turned on and he's walking by, oh, look, fresh fish. That would have made sense if he just ate a bunch of fish and somehow cooked it in the Sprinter. No, he's not interested in any of this stuff. It's going to be a whole bunch of dough and sugar.
Wild giant prawn. They're huge. Octopus. Scallops. Meat. Grilled shrimp. Smoked turkey drumsticks. So we ate at this place this morning. Taste of Belgium. We saw them in the window, so we're going to grab 4 of those to try them out. Apparently it's a tradition here that we have to do it. That's where I got the cinnamon bun from. Hi, I'd like to try 4 of your Buckeyes and 1 of your maple pecan waffles, please. Thank you. Got the stuff. I think we got a lot of stuff.
Our Ken is just about to make a comment on that big rooster, and it is so random that he just figures leave the camera running, and as you walk through a store, just babble out loud at 90% of the items that you walk past. And he's going to give that big rooster like 3/4 of 1 second of time to say, oh, there's a big rooster. And with all of the dumb dick jokes that we've had to suffer from Ken for so long, what he should have said was, hey, that's a really big... I don't want to say the other word. That would have been halfway funny, because at least it wouldn't involve Ken sitting there holding food items in his hand that are, even halfway phallic and saying what he usually says. Anyway, terrible material.
We got a big rooster, fresh lobster, and of course fudge. Look at that. Lucky Charms fudge. Chocolate M&M. Oreo, mint Oreo. Oh, spices. Oh, spices. And then gelato. Look at all that gelato.
How does his audience even tolerate him? Like, he just got off spices. Oh, spices. And it's so random, and now it's like, oh, the gelato. Who loves gelato? And then he just walks away from it. He doesn't get any.
Who loves gelato? Oh, they even have like an outdoor bar or something here. And I guess sometimes they have it open. Probably on the weekends. Let me know if you've had a beer here. He's watching out over us. Yeah, this is the best spot right here. Carol.
Ken is just about to say, Carol gave me Hot Pockets, and we all know what those things are. The little chemical reaction, and it keeps your pockets, your hands warm, whatever. Like, who cares? So anyway, he's just showing that they are still warm. And the thing is, right as he's saying that, Carol drags over a metal chair and makes a big, ugly noise. It's like, if this was really his crazy-ass job, he would have said, Carol, okay, I gotta do this again. Blah, 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 the Hot Pockets, blah, blah, blah. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Give me Hot Pockets. I have 2, one in my front pocket, one in my back pocket, and they are still hot. It's been hours. I guess we have like 3 sweets for desserts, and then we only have that for our savory part of our meal. And there's our pierogies, super duper close-up.
That does not qualify as a super duper close-up. Ken just says these things that aren't true, and he says them with no energy because he just doesn't give a fuck. He came there to do the e-bike gig, and now they're gonna get something to eat, and there's like no energy performance coming.
Okay, Carol, go in. It's not really...
There are a few things going on here. First, yes, we would love it to have some Carol action. It's just, she's a little bit tame here. However, she still eats in a pretty masculine way, so it's pretty good. And the other 2 things are, Ken is trying to get some entertainment value out of, you know, putting down a little plastic spoon. It's like, oh, it's not the best cutlery. Yeah, Ken, you're not funny. And didn't you used to have that little travel set of a knife and a fork and a spoon? And, you know, what happened to it? You know, you only talk about products you believe in, right? Yeah, Ken lies all the time. So that's why it's not there. It'd be the perfect time to use it. And Carol 100% ignores Ken's babble as he carries on. So appreciate all those things with this.
A great choice of cutlery for... I'd rather have a knife and eat with a knife, because you at least cut it and then stab it and eat it. You can smell it from here. It's like really intense. Even a fork would be good. Fork, and you could just bit half of it. Is it the most interesting pierogi you've ever eaten? We've never had pierogies like that before. All right.
Carol totally ignored all of Ken's blather. It's not interesting. He's just doing it to create garbage content, and even his own wife doesn't pay attention to it. Blah, 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 blah. So the reason why I'm mentioning that is because now she's going to throw it over to Ken. And so he's going to start eating, and he says, oh, big pierogi going down. Like as if anybody cares. Ken doesn't even care. He got his money to do his gig for the e-bike. No one cares. There's no passion in what he does. There's no energy. And then he says, oh, watch out, the wasps are there. And Carol goes, yep. Such a grandpa couple.
Big pierogi going down. Wasps are out.
Yep.
Ken is already acting like he cares what is in his food. He's going to try to figure out what it's all about. Then he's going to tell you. And he's already told Carol to ask him, what do you think? And then there's an edit because he can't even get his story straight.
What do you think?
There's a lot.
Yeah, Ken, there's a lot, alright. A lot of bullshit going on in your production. So let's just move ahead a little bit where we can do so. And there's still a little bit more Foghorn coming.
What do you guys think of that thing?
The only way that we can tell you, Ken, how we feel about that thing is to do so on a channel that you do not control. That item is something that you should not be eating because you're in terrible shape and you eat this garbage food all the time. We do not believe you when you say you're intermittent fasting, and we don't believe you when you say you're on a bicycle all the time either. So it's the wrong thing for you, and it's just going to make you look even worse.
Super thick. They put lots of toppings on it and icing. Let's do it. So it's maple. Did you say maple walnut or maple? Yeah. Pecans. Some people see pecans and some people see pecans. I've heard it said both ways, and every time I do this, we got a good discussion going. Oh, really? Is that good, eh? Oh boy, I think I just lost out. I can't believe it. Oh, it's nice and heavy. Very solid. Oh, yeah, very dense. Just the right amount of icing, and the flavor of the I guess the flavors in the icing. I'm not sure if they put.
Please, Ken, stop pretending like you care or you're trying to do a good job at it. You got your money for your stupid e-bike gig. That's it. Get out of here.
2 of those and 1 of those.
I don't remember how much this was over that. They're both good. Watch what happens when you try to pull it out. Ready? Sugar pull. Look at that. It is so ooey.
Let me get a close up
gooey.
of that.
And you could like put it back in and push it, and you could do it over and over again, and just keep doing it. Just play with your food.
These are 2 very uncool people babbling to each other to create filler material for the tail end of their little sponsorship gig. We know Ken's personality, And if you asked him, do you want to sit around and watch some idiot play with sugar on a pastry and go play, 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 play? Ken would be saying, how much are you going to pay me? And it starts at $50 for the first 5 minutes. No, we just want you to watch it, and then we want you to sign up for the Patreon and to pay for that. He would say, eat me, princess. More people should tell Ken the same thing when he produces garbage such as this.
Because playing with your food is the best.
Okay,
right?
just take a bite. Nice and soft.
All of my lips.
Yep, all over your lips.
It needs to be nuked.
Aw.
Our Ken is about to share with us the finer white trash points of nuking your pastries, and it's something that he shared previously, and it's putting us all to sleep too. So we're just going to push forward a little bit. There's one more foghorn coming, and please don't leave yet.
Pretty good, eh? Again, if I lived in the area, I would definitely drop by here once in a while. This is probably one of Carol's and my favorite.
Ken is holding the camera. There's one thing in the shot. He's describing it. Carol is about to eat it, and he still has to point at it. Then when he backs up a little bit and Carol's starting to get in there, he points and points and points and points and points and talks about it, and Carol ignores him the whole time. What a team.
Desserts of all time. We both love cinnamon buns, and as long as it doesn't have raisins in it, I don't mind if it has raisins in it, but Carol prefers no raisins in her cinnamon buns. Let us know in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree? Nine degrees Celsius, which is probably in the high 40s, so it's nice enough just to have doors open. Made it back to the van. Is that it?
That's it.
British peanut. Double. That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. Tangy.